This is a new mom. Wow, did you rock those when you were pregnant?
No, I was very, very in pain while I was pregnant.
You were in pain?
The foot department.
Oh, really?
It was
Me
all
too.
flats.
I had like watermelons.
Yeah.
My little feet were like pigs in blankets. I mean, my toes.
Yeah, I had all these intentions naively. I would finish a book and finish my record. At around 4 o'clock every day, I was done.
Well, you are back, and it's hot.
Yeah.
So, how old?
Thanks.
You have a son?
I do.
What's his name?
His name's Ever.
And Ever.
Ever.
I like that. That's a nice name. How old is he?
He's a year and a half.
Oh my God, you look so beautiful. You do look so glowing and beautiful, and he's a gorgeous child.
I'm in love with him.
So we've been talking about the topic of breastfeeding.
Yes.
I breastfed until my baby was 4 months. I would have loved to go way longer. It just wasn't working for me.
Oh, really?
And most people stop at 6 months, and you are still breastfeeding now.
Yes.
And how long would you go?
Until he's finished.
But I mean, and so you guys like that. So what does that mean? Does that mean if you were 5, that would work too?
Yeah, I think one of the misperceptions about breastfeeding when they get a little bit older is the thought that it's still as often as it is when women do it in the first 6 months. It's not every 2 hours.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
No,
and it's not only there's food involved also. It's not the only food they're getting.
Tons
obviously.
of solids. Yeah, and also a lot of times it's around nap time or if they hurt themselves, they equate breastfeeding with comfort and nurturance and connection, so that's
And the thing I think is interesting is people get very critical about this, and this isn't about being judgmental. I really just want to talk about it, because for me, I felt that I wanted it to be my own time. And I think a lot of people in the press are talking about, is it good for the child? And of course, that's the most important thing, but sometimes the mother wants to have that connection, continue to have that connection. I liked that it was something I had alone with my daughter, and I kind of, when that stopped, I was sad.
Yeah, it is about the mom and the child too. There's a mutual benefit, and I think the extremes is where people get a little bit scared and the topic gets really heated.
Yeah, I still take baths with my daughter Bryn, and she's 2, and I've gotten a little bit of criticism for that.
From who?
And it was just people.
They?
I know.
Who's in your bathroom?
But it's interesting when it's a boy and a mom. So what do you think about that being the reverse with men and women?
Well, I think each family decides.
I mean, a boy and a mother.
Right, the opposite genders. I think it really depends on each family's degree of comfort with their own nakedness. And, again, it's the extremes. I think if we have shame about our naked bodies, our children pick up on that. So it's about finding that nice, intuitive middle area that feels respectful of them and not shameful of our own bodies.